Hey guys, welcome to my channel Cloud Tech Services. In the previous video, we talked about virtualization and nested virtualization using Hyper-V. We also showed you a demo of creating a virtual machine inside a Hyper-V. In today's video, we will look into how we can increase disk space of a virtual machine that has been created inside Hyper-V. So let's get started. Before starting with the process of expanding the disk size of a virtual machine, let us go through the current lab setup that I have. In my lab, as you can see, I have a virtual machine named WS02. The machine has Windows Server 2019 operating system installed on it, and it has one drive with 30 GB memory. So if I take you into this virtual machine right here, this is my virtual machine WS02 and it has 30 GB memory installed on the operating system drive. It doesn't have any other drive other than the OS drive. So we would be working with this virtual machine to expand the disk storage of the virtual machine. One important thing that has to be kept in mind is that if a virtual machine is in running conditions, we cannot make any changes to the disk size. To make changes to the disk of the virtual machine needs to be turned off. So I will go ahead and shut down this virtual machine that is there inside. That is hosted inside my Hyper-V machine. Okay, so let's wait for this to shut down. So my machine is now turned off. So the expansion of the disk size takes place in two steps. The first step is to make the changes in the hard drive of the virtual machine, the hard drive that is attached to the virtual machine, and the second step is to expand the virtual machine hard disk from the virtual machine itself. So let's first look into the first step that we have here. So to expand the hard drive of the virtual machine, I need to click on the settings, select SCSI controller, select the virtual hard disk that I want to edit or change, and then select on edit. So now edit is not available because the checkpoint is there for the virtual machine. So we first need to remove the checkpoints. So I will go ahead and delete the checkpoint here first. So I'll click on delete. Virtual machine checkpoint has been successfully deleted and merged into the virtual hard disk. We will get the option to edit it. So now I will open the settings. As you can see, it has already been merged. So I will now open the settings and check the hard disk. So now I get an option to edit the particular hard disk. So I'll click on edit and it will take me to a page where I can go ahead and edit the virtual hard disk. So I'll click on next here and I want to perform expansion, so I will select expand and then click on next again. So my current size, as I already mentioned, of the hard disk is 30 gigabytes. So you can give the new size, but the new size has to be greater than the existing size of the hard disk. So I want to increase the size by 10 GB, so I'll give it 40 and I'll click on next. And now the drive is ready for expansion, so I'll go ahead and click on finish. So this takes some time to reflect here and we are all done, so I'll click on OK. Now that we have completed the settings from the Hyper-V side, we will now go ahead and connect to this virtual machine and increase the size of the hard disk from the virtual machine itself. So let's just give it a few minutes for the virtual machine to turn up. So I'll connect with the virtual machine. This takes some time to come up. The machine takes some time to come up. So we will allow the machine to start, and we'll come back once the machine is fully in place. So now, as you can see, my machine, the WS02 server, has come up. So let's check as to how we can expand the virtual machine hard disk from the virtual machine itself. To expand the virtual machine hard disk from the virtual machine itself, we need to go to disk management. You can also go to computer management and move to disk manager from there, but I'll just open disk management. So now you can see here we find that disk 0 has a healthy partition which is of 29.4 gigabytes NTFS, and then there is an unallocated partition here. So this unallocated partition is the result of what we did prior to these steps, that is increasing the size of the virtual disk from the Hyper-V. So that resulted into this unallocated partition. So I want to merge this. So I will click on the C drive and I will ask to extend the volume. I click on next, and I can already see that the extra volume that is there, like present there, is already added with the disk 0 here. So I don't need to do anything from my end. I'll just click on next and finish. So now you can see that the partition has been increased from 29.40 to 39.40. Once this is complete, now we can also verify this from the Windows Explorer here, where you will find that this has been increased. So 39.3 GB is the total space or the total size of the operating system disk. So this is the way to extend hard disks on virtual machine. I hope today's video helped you all. With this, we come to the end of our video today. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel to remain updated with the coming videos. Thank you.